been a while since I brushed up on this run. I did one practice run. I mean, it's not the kind of game where you need to grind out practice. It's like once you know the game, it's kind of...
Yeah.
Guess we're ready to go. I don't know if which one of us wants to do a countdown, or you know, make sure whoever's running the timer is also ready.
Yeah. Well, I hope they're ready with the timer. Well, I guess we're gonna count down then. So we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so this is Extreme G3. Very fast-paced. I already screwed up because I'm talking. This game is quite hard to play, but it's a very fast-paced. A lot of people think the speed you can reach later on in this game. We're playing on the slowest speed category. Playing bronze races, but this game gets incredibly fast.
Yeah.
Because through the run we're going to be buying upgrades, and those upgrades can upgrade.
Everyone ready?
Okay.
I was still testing.
Are we just going to reset?
Just reset real quick.
Yep, sure.
Okay, cool.
I was just I was testing audio and everything. You guys got a little ahead of me.
No problem.
Well, okay.
I literally said it in the chat. You guys just wasn't looking.
Well, we're just like, yeah, well, we're probably gonna go. And when I was counting down, you just said that probably. Well,
Countdown. Okay. Go ahead and count down when you guys are ready. I'm ready now. Just because the thing was randomly changing audio, so I had to had to fix that real quick. But it should be good now.
all right.
Countdown when ready.
Ready, Pete?
Hold on, I'm still...
No.
back there.
Takes really long to get back there.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so this is Extreme G3. Very fast-paced racing game. Hold on. So you can get a fast start if you do very precise button presses like most recent games, to the beat of the little beeping sounds at the beginning there. It's very precise actually. It's very easy to get a fast start in this game.
I've never done that.
You've never, yeah, it's, I mean, it's not like a great
Yeah.
We're also playing on bronze races, which is the slowest class since like starting. So it is the slowest in the beginning, but we're going to be upgrading our engines for the first half of the system, and it's going to let us go faster. And if you'll notice, I'm not sure which side of the screen I'm on, but the main speed tech in this game is sort of pattern. So we don't hold these button down. You'll notice in the back of our bikes there's relatively columns. And you'll see blue pulses coming out. That's actually us hitting the boost on and off. So what it says is that it gains our momentum. So instead of just going all in on one huge boost, we sort of maintain our constantly high, sort of never letting it fall down to some of the higher boost speeds. And the other thing that makes this sort of a clutch boost run for racing games is our boost is tied to our shield. We notice there are buttons in this game. I personally choose to go for the storm. But if you get shot from enemies, it drains your shield. The shield is the blue bar that you see with your speed. And anytime you crash into and get shot, it drains your shield. bikers, it's gonna get you can use run.
And enemies tend to shoot you instantly when you pass them, so it's one of the annoying parts. No. There you go, first race.
A little bit of a hard game for us to talk during, so you'll have to forgive us if there's moments of silence.
From what I'm hearing is the game is too loud and you guys are too loud.
Game's too loud, so I mean,
That's
just
only because I'm like,
are using my sound. Let me just do this race and then change it.
if you want to do a time pause,
Well, we can pause right now. Let me pause.
okay,
Okay.
3, 2, 1, pause.
Okay, I gotta pause.
So I need to turn my game down and
Game down and voice up.
voice up. Well, like is it only my voice that's low, or is
Apparently, it's apparently it's just that the runners are low.
oh, okay.
Okay, I have my Discord input on maximum right now.
So test. Does it sound better now, guys?
Testing 1, 2. I mean, they can't hear you unless they can hear your game audio, but in pause, there's no game audio.
Well, I definitely did put down the game volume. I guess we're just gonna start and see.
It's mostly me who's quiet. I mean, I'm right on top of my mic with maximum input.
Bring you up a
I'll
little
just
bit.
try and talk. I'll just try and talk louder. I have it on as maximum as it can
Okay.
go.
Okay, can you turn up Pete just a little bit more?
Let me do that. There we go.
Testing 1, 2. Testing. Testing 1, 2. Testing.
Better now?
All right. I guess they'll let us know, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do on my end. It's actually, let me check one thing. Hold on.
Oh, that's okay. Vaughn.
All right. It seems fine for the most part.
Oh, fine. Okay.
All
Well, guess
Give me
we're
a
gonna.
countdown when you guys are ready to start timing again.
Yeah.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So hopefully this is better for you guys.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, there's another little piece of tech in here. I'm not sure if Linka you choose to do this or not, but there's actually because if you notice the tracks are very winding. There's a lot of uphill, downhill. If you push up on the joystick and you hold up, it'll actually gain you a little bit of speed as you're going downhill. And if you're going uphill, you want to hold back on the joystick. It's very minimal to the point where, like, if you choose not to do this, it's not going to be a big deal. It does make controlling a lot harder. So as I'm racing through here, I'm actually holding up the entire time. That way I don't have to judge when the downhills will be, but I do have to be conscious of when I'm going uphill, where I need to pull back on my joystick.
Yeah, I do the same thing. But yeah, it's difficult to steer then when you do that.
Yeah, there's really no visual representation for you guys to see when we're doing that. Like, you can kind of see our bikers kind of moving back and forward, but it's very minor.
So you have air brakes in this game, they're useless. They're pretty useless.
Don't think we're noobs at this game because you see us crashing into the wall. Like, this game is really sensitive, and you're almost like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do a casual playthrough speed run of this without hitting a wall once. Like, it's brutal. But we do use air brakes on L and R, which it's used sparingly throughout the run. At least I use them sparingly, where it does slow you down when you use them. So you don't want to use them too often, but sometimes you just need to make adjustments.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're going to crash. So these first 2 tracks are pretty tame. This game's courses actually get pretty crazy later on. There's some amazing course designs, which hopefully you guys are going to see, and enjoy the music on some of the tracks. The music in this game is very, very fitting for most of the levels. So if you notice, like anytime we go uphill, we want to make sure that we need to kind of conserve our boosts for, especially going uphill, because you go really slow if you go uphill without boosting. And me right now, especially, I'm completely out of shield, so I need to make sure that I don't get shot or crash into a wall.
Well, the good thing is when you're first, and like most of the time you're way ahead of the other people, so you can boost a little bit more. I boost.
Just did my first shopping trip.
Also, when you die, you have to do the first 3 races, or like depends on what part you are. You die, you have to do the 3 races that are being shown. You have to do those over. So, yeah.
Very brutal. There's a certain jump. I'll decide when I get there later on, but there's a certain jump in a certain level that saves time. But man,
oh yeah,
if you miss it,
Metropolis or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hit that ledge, you're dead. It's happened to me once. I'm not gonna risk it, because if it happens, yeah, it's bad.
It's been so long since I actually haven't done that jump. Hopefully I'm prepared for the alternative, because I can't remember the other path. We'll see what happens.
Well, the other path is just going downhill.
Okay.
There's like 2 ramps on the like left and right. There's a ramp, and just go through the middle.
They're saying our audio is much better now, which is good. Glad you guys can hear us. So, another thing too is the game doesn't immediately give you access to shields. You'll hear it say systems activated, which means that for the most part, the first half of the first lap, we're not able to boost, which also means that AI can't use their guns. But it's a very delicate balance of trying to weave between AI and not get shot by them, because they drain your shields quite a bit. So a lot of times what I try and do is wait for specific moments where I know there's a clearing and an opening for me to kind of like safely boost past an enemy without taking too many shots.
Dude, this one instantly shoot when weapons are available. He instantly shot me.
Oh yeah. Later on, right now the AI only has access to the default machine gun, but later on they get access to missiles.
Missiles and other weapons.
And in my one practice run I did before this, I have never gotten shot by one before, but they shot me in practice and I panicked, because if you get shot by a missile, it drains pretty much all your shields.
Yep.
Which is not good.
Also, it feels sometimes feel like you're getting magnet to the side or something. Kind of annoying too. You can, like when you get close to like the sides, they like for some reason you go kind of towards it automatically for some reason. Weird. Especially in corners.
Yeah, cornering in this game is tough. If you're a racing game aficionado and you want to try and master a racing game, try this one. If you can do a run through this game without hitting a wall once, like, whew, that's really good.
Hats off to that person. Also, there's another Extreme G game called XGRA. That game is easier, and when you bonk into walls, yeah, your shield will go back at some point. Like you don't have to rely on the pads to like get back your shield. So this game is more brutal than the other one.
I think though, if you're looking for, like, if you're new to speedrunning, you've never done a speedrun before, if you're a fan of racing games, or if you've done speedruns, this is a really easy run to pick up.
Yep.
It doesn't really require too much practice to really get into. Of course, it's one of those games where, you know, shaving seconds off over time is going to be difficult, but there's not really much to it in terms of tech. You just got to kind of learn the areas where you want to be feathering your boost and not feathering it. There are optimal places to do it. You can't do it throughout the whole course. Like, I'm talking so much, I'm running out of boost here for the end of the track.
Oh my, stop shooting at me. Being so aggressive. Fifth. Dude, instantly shooting me, stop. I'm getting low on shields.
Yeah, just be careful.
Also, you can look backwards in this game by pressing a button. I think B. Doesn't really help though.
I think that would make me nauseous.
Yeah.
So I'm on to the my favorite level in the game right now, which they're gonna hear the audio, I'm sure, when you get here. The one in the rain with the Fat Beat song.
Oh yeah, that.
Best track in the game.
Oh, you see, you already have the next one. Wait, my game. I see on the stream my game is cut off. Died. Someone needs to fix that. But yeah, I'm at a disadvantage. I'm using a burned copy, so I have longer loading times. Oh my god, no. Oh, third place. Oh my god, that's bad. Well, it should be okay still.
I gotta be careful on this level though, because there are jumps, and if we miss,
You're dead.
You're
Well,
dead.
if you die in this one, you only have to do
Yeah.
this one over, so that's like not the worst case.
we need some sour please in chat for this song. Seriously.
Yeah, this
If
one
you,
is.
if you don't sour please, you're not human for this one.
Like most of the time in like the first 5 or 6 races, you can get first place pretty easy. Well, I didn't got first place in the previous race because I got hit way too many times, so I couldn't really use my boost. There we go.
I think what I like about this game so much though is it's simplistic, right? Like at its core, a lot of racing games, like even when you get a new arcade kind of style racing game, sometimes they overcomplicate it with like parts and stuff. This game is really straightforward with simple upgrades. The courses are nice and simple to a degree.
Yeah.
You know, nothing crazy. That's what I always loved about this game compared to other racing games back from that generation.
Have you ever played the first Extreme G?
This was my first and only Extreme G, except for Extreme G RA. I would love to play the first two, but honestly,
Well, you can play
Starting-
the second one is on Steam, and the first one, yeah, it's only on N64. I've played the one.
Forgetting that the second one's on Steam. I forget that.
I do have the first one on, but it's a PAL version on N64, so unfortunately, yeah, I won't be able to do runs with it.
I mean, and visually for its time, this is a really impressive looking level with the rain and the frame rate stays
Yeah.
nice and steady as well.
Pretty good, yeah. Also, for some reason, this game only has like 2 laps each for bronze. I don't know if it's different in silver or gold.
Yeah, they do increase,
Okay.
which makes a longer category of this game pretty brutal.
Yeah. Of course. I don't understand. Like on the right, it says best 1 minute. Like, you're not gonna get that time in the first time.
So now we're coming up on probably the coolest looking level design-wise, the one with the giant loop. It's so much fun. The one in the
Hey, guys,
desert.
mind if I come in here for just a quick donation?
Sure.
Yeah.
So we got from Jaws77 donating $5 for me. Pete, don't forget, you gotta go fast.
I'm trying, Jaws. Thank you.
Warhog is what they put. Thank you so much for that donation. Let us know where you would like that money to go. If you hit exclamation point incentives, you can see all of the incentives that need to be met. There's still plenty of ones to meet, so make sure to get those donations in. Anyway, back to the run.
This is the best part. You get to go so fast down this loop.
I'm not even done with the fourth race. There, you can see there's a disadvantage. Also, I'm mostly bunking into walls too, so.
That's unfortunate. You should really get yourself a copy of this when you can. I always
Yeah.
hate to hear when like speedrunners, like on leaderboards, when their time suffers because of, you know, inconsistent loads. It's always
Yeah.
a shame.
I mean, it was like literally the only option for me right now to use a burn copy, so.
Yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, if you enjoy it, but it would be cool to have, you know, eventually you can get some way better time. Imagine when you get your copy of the game and you
Yeah.
do your first run and it's like, oh my god, the time save.
Yeah, I've I have several GameCube games that I speedrun using burn copy, and if I do get an actual copy, I do save a bunch of time. Yeah, getting them here to my country can get extra cost if I get too many or too high price.
Yeah, Joe's, by the way, if you want to look at the incentive list where you want your $5 to go, so you can let them know where you want the $5 to go for incentives.
Also, Pete, have you ever heard about the marathon A Race Against Time?
I plan on submitting for that for sure. I run quite a few weird, obscure racing games, and I wasn't really speedrunning racing games the last time that marathon was going on, but now I am. I'm kind of like almost addicted to them. There's something about racing game speedruns that it's just so much fun because it's less stressful than a normal speedrun for the most part, and saving time in them is just so gratifying.
But I started learning racing games since I heard about that marathon. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna learn more racing games, specifically with this marathon. I've been in all 3 so far.
What are you working on right now in terms of, like, you got any secret runs you're gonna be submitting, or those still?
Well, like already 3 out of 4 racing games that I run have been in that marathon. Cruising USA, New Game, and New Game Plus have been both in. XGRA and Extreme G3. I do have also Off-Road Thunder on using the GameCube Midway Arcade Treasures free disc. So
yeah, I'll definitely be submitting to that. Just if I can remember all the ones I run. I do Sonic R, which is my favorite speed game ever. Like, I love that game.
Oh, the music is good in that.
Oh yeah, best soundtrack ever. Also, Super Bombad Racing on the PS2, the Star Wars kart racer.
Ah.
This game, obviously, Sonic All-Stars Racing, not Transforms. I just prefer the original. Okay, this is, yeah, okay, after that level, we no longer buy anything. I also do Autobahn Tokyo on the 3DO. It's a Japanese exclusive, super janky rally arcade racer. It's an experience. I also do Race Driving a Go-Go, which is a weird spin-off of the Race Driving series that only came out on the PS1 in Japan. You can race as an ostrich, so I think enough said there.
Law.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything else. Sure,
you already bought the upgrades?
For that level, after the desert level, I'm pretty sure that's the last level where you don't buy upgrades after that level.
Well,
right?
the upgrades you get after the first 2, then another 2, and then the 5th one. That's when you get another upgrade.
I think I did it right. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I have every upgrade. I'll check after this race.
Let's stop.
This level's so much fun. Oh man, it makes me feel like I'm riding an amusement park roller coaster.
Just wait till you get to play XGRA. That one is really fast.
Yeah, I just gotta get a GameCube copy of it. I think I have it on the Xbox or PS2, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I just prefer to run on GameCube.
Yeah, I think the GameCube version is probably the fastest. Most of the time, if you have multiple versions, it's most of the GameCube version. Not sure about the Xbox version. It could be slightly faster, maybe. Not sure.
Oh, right. How could I forget? Club Drive. I don't know if any of you caught that at GDQ. I ran that last year, SGDQ, Club Drive during the Awful Games block.
Oh.
Best racing game of all time. If you've never seen it before, you should really check out some gameplay. It's,
Oh, that's why it wasn't that block.
Oh, yeah. It's a Atari Jaguar game.
Atari Jaguar, ah.
Yeah.
Well, I just completed the 5th race. I'm so far behind. Last engine, there you go.
Yeah, I saw you were working on Eternal Ring speedrun slow. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, Eternal Ring should be in the awful block. Yeah, most definitely.
Is it really that bad?
Well, it's not that good. Well, as Slow as said, like last time I watched him playing it, he said it feels kind of rushed.
I've been wanting to play the remaster that they had on the PS4.
I do have Eternal Ring, but of course I do have a PAL copy, unfortunately, so it's 50 hertz. slower version, fortunately. That just sucks about living in a country where PAL is like the thing. Everything is just slower.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. And I'll tell you, I can attest to that because I've done runs of Sonic R on my North American GameCube, and then I have a PAL PS2 and a copy of the game on PAL for Sonic R, and I played the Sonic R version, the PAL version of Sonic R. It was, oh my god. I don't know how you guys do it with certain PAL games. Like, it was so sluggish and hard to control.
Yeah, well, if you use to PAL speed, you don't notice it. But yeah, if you change between them, you'll notice the difference pretty easily.
I always thought that Sony missed an opportunity with that PS4 remastered thing that they had going on their store with games like Eternal Ring and stuff. They just didn't release enough games. Like, who doesn't want to play, you know, if your favorite game gets released on there, who wouldn't want to play an updated, better looking version, you know?
Yeah, true.
It's a shame they never released more.
Yeah.
This level that I'm on right now is really tricky because this is the first level where the AI gets missiles. So I think I'm on the left of the stream, I'm not sure. And if you watch, they might fire one at me, so I gotta be very careful because it'll take out like all my shields. Which then means that I have to do the rest of the lap without crashing pretty much.
Yeah, that's really difficult to do.
I know they released Kinetica on that PS4 remake store. I don't know, have you ever had much experience with Kinetica? That's a pretty... I never played much of it, but there's some real big fans of that out there.
I don't even,
Yeah,
like the most modern console I have is a Wii U and Xbox 360.
It's actually it's a PS2 racing game that had sort of like this unique trick system. You were almost like racing on your, like, you'd be on all fours and your bike was actually like strapped to your hands and feet.
Huh.
And you do these tricks and everything. It's worth checking out on, you know, PS2 or Xbox. Or I'm sure it's on GameCube too, I'm not sure.
I do own both a original PS2 and an original Xbox. Well, both can also play both PAL and NTC games, so I don't have any issues with it. I could just buy NTC copies and play them, even Japanese.
I mean, I was blown away when I played Dark Cloud on the PS4.
Oh, dude,
Store.
Dark Cloud is good. One is
Yeah,
so good. I never
it's like,
completed
why
it though.
Why would I ever go back to the PS2 version when I can play it looking amazing on PS4?
Well, I'm just getting into Tundaria. I'm like one race behind you.
Yeah, I'm almost done with my second lap here. I mean, it's all good. It's all in fun. If we really wanted to know, we could compare lap times at the end, but I don't think either of us are taking it that serious. Just like to get the word out there about this game too. You know, it's,
Yeah, true.
it's definitely a racing game that no one really ever mentions or talks about.
Yeah.
So I always make sure that I keep some boost here for the end of this track where I'm going uphill. Because uphill, if you watch your speed, when you don't have boost, it goes way low.
Yeah. Oh, dude, someone shot a rocket. I almost drove into it. Oh, close.
Yep, you gotta be real careful on that track. Alright, so now I'm on the track where... yeah, I'm not gonna go for the super risky jump. because if I die, I'm pretty sure I'd have to do what, 2 other tracks again
Yep.
before I get back to this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not gonna go for that. It's really not too hard, but I have missed it in the past during like PB attempts. So let's
If
not
you
do
don't have enough speed, you're gonna miss it. And you
mean,
need
it's
to
cool
line
to see it.
yourself. You need to line yourself up properly. Get it? Okay.
I mean, it's pretty much required when I try to PB, but for
Yeah,
the sake
true.
of a marathon, I'm not gonna do it. This track also has some really tough cornering, lots of winding turns, getting shot like crazy. Oh god, I almost took the ramp. I'm so used to going up the ramps, I almost took it by mistake. Now my
Ass.
Because that's a pretty big time loss. Like that would probably put me behind by 10 minutes. So don't want to, even though we're ahead of schedule, I don't want to.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you lose a bunch of
Embarrass
time
myself.
if you just die. It doesn't matter. Like if you die in like the 3rd race of the free, you just lose so much time.
Love that part. Love the lens flare. I've always been a sucker for like effects like that in games with nice skies and lens flares. You know, we get some sky hypes in chat. So we're coming up now. The next track for me is going to be the last track, which is a very difficult track in terms of not hitting walls, but it's fairly safe. Like after you get past this level, it's pretty much home free, unless you get hit with a missile.
Yeah, I'm in Megalopis right now. Oh yeah.
Almost took it again. But yeah, I just want to reiterate, if you're a fan of racing game speedruns, you should really check this one out. Because typically, if you're a fan of racing game speedruns, you like the min-maxing aspect of taking corners and turns. And this game is not just about corners and turns, but it's also about boost management, pitch, you know, pressing up and down on your joystick as you're going up or downhill. Like, there's a lot to manage that doesn't really come across all that well from a stream perspective, because you can't really see the things we're doing on our controllers. But it's the kind of game where you can get good times without even being a good player, but if you like that kind of the grind of practicing and just getting better at corners and when the boost, this is the game for you. However, unlike other racing games, this one is nearly impossible to read chat while you play it, unless you're on a loading screen. So, if you got a busy chat, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, that's probably most with probably with most racing games. It's just really difficult to manage chat and
some more than others. This is definitely on the more extreme scale for sure. Because some racing games, like, you have some straightaways or whatnot, you can kind of glance. This one, not many of those.
If you like racing games, you should check out Race Against Time Marathon.
When is that coming up? Do you know when the next one is coming?
They don't have a date yet. I hope soon though. I think it should be like within the next few months, I think. That's what I hope. I don't know if you're into Discord. There's a Discord
I'm
for it.
Yeah, I'll join it. It should be noted there is one more track in this game, but it's not unlocked for the category that we play. It's something that you unlock, I forget the exact specifics, but you have to play, I think you unlock it on the 1,000 class races or something, I don't remember. Ooh, I crashed. The AI are very aggressive in this last level. Okay, so we're going to be coming up on time for me. I'm on the final lap of the final course right now, so I'll be sure to let you know when that's coming up. Another racing game I've been wanting to speedrun lately is I'm a big fan of Jet Moto 2. I've always had thoughts about speedrunning Jet Moto 2, and I watched the runs for that game, and that is a brutal speedrun. Like, the world record for that is great. Crazy tech in that game. I don't know if there's any fans of that game in chat. Such an underloved series, especially the second game. I don't really care too much about the first and third. It's all about Jet Moto 2.
PS1 game, right?
Yes, yep.
I didn't really have that much PS1 games, and most of the games we have were burnt copies too. So
Okay, time's coming up for me. Time.
I'm getting to the last track now.
3151.
3151. Nice.
Yeah. I usually only run one timer. So,
Okay, yeah, no problem. I wasn't sure what the setup was.
yeah, I usually run one timer and then have when the second runner stop timing.
Oh wow. That was only 5 or 6 seconds off my PB.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that close to world record?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
That's actually second place. Like,
It probably took the ramp twice. Could have been like a PB.
if I didn't crash, like, I honestly wasn't even expecting anything close to that. But if I would have taken the ramp on both laps, that would have been a PB.
Like, if I had the original copy, it probably would have been close to, like, probably like last lap right now.
Yeah, there's too much discrepancy.
Wait on
Your
the
lap.
last one. Good.
I'm on the first lap, so
Which I just wanted to run the last run.
yeah, I'm on the last track though.
Okay. I'm just curious.
I guess I'll mention it real quick before the run ends, but for those of you that are going to be night owls up later tonight, if you're looking for a game to fall asleep to, come hang out at the LSD speedrun later tonight.
Oh my god.
I'll be running that. It's a several hour long run, so
Oh god.
thanks again for putting that in. It's a great late speed run, so if you're kind of like you just want to zone out, and I don't know about anybody else in chat, but I like to fall asleep to Twitch streams. It's definitely a game to fall asleep to.
It's a weird game, I've seen it.
Yeah, if you've never seen it before, it's quite something to watch. I won't spoil it though.
Just imagine being on LSD when playing LSD. That would be even weirder. Like, I've seen a game, I don't understand what the purpose is. What are you supposed to do in that game?
Well, I mean, in a nutshell, it's pretty much you're reliving this one guy who kept the journal of his dreams for like, it was like 10 or 20 years, and you play through his dreams essentially.
Huh.
So, yeah, it's a very interesting game.
Well, then I guess interesting dreams you have there then. Your dreams like that. I don't know what you're thinking about that.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in there.
Well, I'm coming up to time soon, like really soon.
Oh wait. Oh wait.
And-
So time then.
Time.
Alright, GG. 35:30.
Well, pretty. Well, that's because I use a non-original copy. I wouldn't even like Professor. It's
It's
Yeah,
unfortunate, but
like a minute off my
Good.
PB for more than a minute. But
good race anyway. It was fun.
that was fun indeed.
So before you guys go, I do want to say that Jaws has donated $4.90. GG, Pete. Great time. Again, Jaws, if you want that money to go anywhere.
Thank you, Joes. Appreciate that. All right.
Oh, dude, we need an engine for 500G. Pogs, dude.
Yeah. Also, Pete, if A Race Against Time is gonna happen again, you wanna race this game again?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
I'm all about Extreme G.
Nice.
Hopefully by then we can get you a copy of the game. That would be fun.
Yeah. Like I'm kind of tight on money.
Yeah, it's understandable.
I don't have a job. I live from like money I get from like I don't even know how you call it, but yeah, I'm not able to work at the moment, so that's my problem.
Yeah, no problem. We can still do it for fun. Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
competitive.
Thanks for racing this game.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right,
Are
up
we-
next here we have Alfina doing Slime Rancher. Get hyped up for that one. Put some music on and get that right out for you guys.